The following takes place between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m.
That's a great one because you'll find on the website there's all kinds of different non-profit organizations that are affiliated with that, and there's a big parade that goes throughout Woofstock. It's a lot of fun and a great way to raise a lot of money, which is desperately needed by these organizations. And the other one that I have, this is a fairly new one, and again, we are based in Ontario. It's called, in the city of Markham, they're having an event called Come Stay With Us in Barkham. So they've changed Markham to Barkham, which is kind of fun. And they are planning they want people to come in and join in and be part of the Canadian record for the most number of dogs with the largest simultaneous stay. Try and say that 10 times really quickly. And so again, another organization, it's called Helping Homeless Pets. And they have a great website also, another umbrella organization where they're helping multiple organizations. And it's helpinghomelesspets.com/stay. And you can also print off a pledge form there and get involved. So that is June 20th.
So are you arranging for us to be there as well?
Well, I think the folks, I know the folks at Woofstock, it would be great if you could show up there, and same with Barkham. You know, these people are, most of them are all, I think the majority of them are volunteers. They really work hard in raising awareness for their organization and raising awareness for the funds, and really, you know, this is what Jody to the Rescue is all about. It's all about the animals. We are plagued with not only a global economic crisis, but a pet overpopulation crisis, as Dr. Mike would know, and as you would know. So these are fantastic and fun events that the whole family can participate in, and great way to get out there and knock on doors in your community and get like-minded people on board and help the animals.
Jody, can you tell everybody how they can get in touch with you other than online and on Animal House Radio?
Well, people can get in touch with me. They can call Canadian Pets and Animals at 416-659-7387, which spells pets. Or they can go to petsandανimals.ca, and there's contact information on our website, and they can contact us directly. And we're always looking to share information for nonprofit organizations, both within our publication and on the show and on TV. So there's lots of different ways in which we can promote charitable organizations.
Jody, thank you very much. You have yourself a great weekend, and once again, we will see you. Actually, I believe you're going to come into the studio next month and be one of our guests during the whole
show. That'd be great.
Yeah. Looking forward to that, guys.
Us too. Thanks very much.
Hey, have a great weekend, Jody. Take care of yourself.
Take care.
You too.
That's
Bye-bye.
Jody to the rescue on Animal House.
Hi, this is Chris Botch, and this is tonight's top sign that your dog is overweight.
Tonight's top sign that your dog is overweight is brought to you by ismydogoverweight.ca. And tonight's top sign that your dog is overweight is everyone keeps asking, when is your dog about to have its babies? And we've all been there before in real life with women, because I've asked that before. Hey, sweetie, how are you?
Not bad, you.
When are you expecting?
Expecting what?
And then I gotta run, because it's happened to me in life, and I kid you not.
It's happened to me, it's happened to my mom, it's happened to everybody.
You know what? We're just trying to be nice.
Yeah, I know.
And
make conversation, and then
it's like,
foot in thy mouth.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, look at the weather, but we're in the mall. Yeah, I know, gotta go by. That's what you do. You run and you yell. Show is brought to you in part by Hills Pet Nutrition, the makers of Science Diet, Prescription Diet, Pet Food, and ismydogoverweight.ca, as well as Toronto Animal Services at www.toronto.ca/animal services, and the Intercontinental Toronto Centre at www.ictc.ca in Toronto.
Pretty good considering you're sick.
Considering I'm sick,
yeah,
but I'm high on all the medication I'm taking.
Okay, we got this great email this week.
I didn't get it. You got it.
I got it. From a Karen Brown from New York City. She's a faithful listener, has been listening to us since day one when Bob Barker came on the show. Thank you so much, Karen, for listening to us, and we hope you're listening now, because we would love to give away one of our faithful listener prizes, a scoop-free litter system from our buddies at
Lucky Litter.
That's right.
And www.scoopfree.com.
So here's the deal. You have to prove to us that you've been listening to us for a while, and that's something that we've said on the last 3 or 4 shows, and if you know it and you call us before the end of the show, you'll win a Scoop Free litter box. And the question is, Aaron Thomas, the gentleman sitting beside me, is a Jewish version of what actor? Call us now. 416-785-0680.
You may think it's Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise.
But it ain't.
Well, I'm close to it.
Okay.
And if
Featured
you need,
topic,
if you need
YouTube
help
and
with, check out our YouTube interview with Lauren Conrad Part 2, and that kind of gives the answer away.
Oh, that's true.
416-785-0680 is the phone number. Brown in New York, and from what I remember, you spelt my name with E-R-I-N.
He was pretty upset about that.
Yeah, you know what? Because it's... You know what gets me upset is because if you go to Animal
I
House...
pronounce it that way, which
But
also
if
bothers
you go to
me.
our website, animalhouseradio.com, it says and spells my name.
Yes, it does.
So why would someone write Aaron?
Aaron.
Janelle's like, stop it. Don't worry. In Regina, we just relax and we just have fun to be. Yes. So tonight's topic is an interesting topic. We're going to talk about diabetes in animals, and we're going to there's a lot of things that I didn't know, and I really want to get to know. And then what we like to do is, once again, we don't want to bore people with sitting down here like you're in your doctor's office. We want to give you the interesting facts, and that's what we're going to do.
There's some cool
tonight.
facts, actually.
Some really
Some
really
really
cool
cool
facts. So I was
Yeah.
I was looking at this stuff before, and some of these things I had no idea. And if you're lucky to have a pet that hasn't experienced the diabetes, that's fine. But like I think everybody's in general has a friend or a friend of a family who's experienced diabetes.
Yes. My mother's diabetic. Yep.
So and you know what? It's kind of the same thing when you think about knowing somebody who has that, or knowing someone like I know someone who works at your clinic who has a dog that has diabetes.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
until then, I didn't put those two and two together. So let's just get this out of the way. Diabetes. Is it like humans? How many types are there? Because I know humans, you have type A, type B.
Right. I say type 1 and type 2, but A
Type
and B,
2.
there's two
Excuse me.
types, yeah. And the same thing in dogs. What's really cool is there's a number of things that make dogs and cats' diabetes extremely similar to humans, and that's the fact that there are two types. The cool thing is that humans, it's sort of a split up. There's a certain percentage that get type 1, which is the juvenile formula. That's when little kids get it.
Yep.
And they're born with that. And then this type 2 is the adult onset diabetes, where typically you're older and you're overweight. And that's, my mom has type 2 diabetes. With dogs, they tend to have more of the type 1 diabetes, which requires insulin. It's insulin dependent, whereas cats tend to be more like humans, and they tend to have the type 2 diabetes. So right off the bat, dogs and cats are different that way.
And is that basically a shot of insulin every day, the same thing as you would have?
Pretty much. Except
okay.
we do it differently in cats and dogs than we do in people. Like, it's amazing. You know, cats and dogs, we give them insulin twice a day, and I know some people take insulin 4 or 5 times a day. Wow. And I'm thinking, well, wow, why does it have to be
Now,
that often?
Now, here's a question that I have. Now, I know in humans, sometimes you take your blood, you just pinch your finger, and you measure the amount of sugar in your blood.
Yeah.
Do you do the exact same thing if you're an animal?
No, you can.
Okay, you can.
We're trying to get people, cat owners specifically, because we have a lot more diabetic cats than we do dogs, and for those of you out there who are listening, who have a diabetic cat, call your local veterinarian and ask them about in-home testing, where you can actually do the same sort of thing. You take a little stylet and you do a little pinprick on their ear. It's very painless, and you get a drop of blood. That's all you need. You buy a glucometer, and you can ask your local veterinarian what's the best one to get, because there's certain ones that are better for cats and dogs than the people. I mean, they're human ones, but
Yeah,
you can
sure.
use them, and you can do it at home. The problem with doing blood glucoses in cats and dogs is when they come to the clinic, they're nervous. And I don't know if you know this, but when you get stressed, your blood glucose naturally rises. So these guys already have higher blood glucoses than they should. So I think it's a little unfair. So if you can do it at home, it's even better.
different-
When
yeah,
they're not
it's easier.
frightened, and you just go and you put a little pinprick on their ear, and they're fine. So that's the sort of the difference between cats and dogs. Yes, humans can do it at home, and we're trying to encourage now cats and dog owners to do their cats and dogs blood sugars at home.
Now, in terms of dogs and cats, what's the huge difference between diabetes?
Well, dogs always have the insulin dependent. I've never met a dog who can be on, like my mom, when she first got her diabetes, was on oral hypoglycemic agents. There's just little pills that you take that lower your blood sugar, and they work really great for a certain period of time. Then my mom became insulin dependent. That's what happens in cats. They can start off just taking pills and being on a special diet, but then eventually they almost always have to go to insulin, pretty much. Whereas dogs, I've never known a dog who doesn't need insulin.
So let's put it.
And
put
big
it,
dogs, you know,
yeah.
it's kind of cool. We have two Rottweilers in the practice that are diabetic.
Really?
Like big, huge dogs. You think, wow, and boy, they need a lot of insulin. It's kind of neat.